Hey, I'm Ian, and you're listening to Crit Out of Luck, the Last Song of Arcadia. Find us on social media at Crit Out of Luck, or join our Discord server to chat all things D&D. Stay cool.
Last we left our heroes. Yeah. Who remembers what happened?
We fought a giant snake.
Well, hang on. It's more complicated than that.
Please, continue.
We were spat slimy slurps at. We're fighting. We're playing Epic Mickey. And we got some ink squirt at us. I tried to make it past tense, but it's just squat at us. Squirted. They squirted ink at us.
Squirt.
And we did fight them.
It's one of those nights.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those.
Because there was a big tangle of kelp. Well, it looks like kelp with a single eye of Vonnegut at the center, and it's eye-patching our good friend, the big fucking primordial sea god.
Tajanuba.
And so we fought a bunch of these things, and they kept coming out. It's almost like he was recharging that power on the roll of a 5 or 6 or something like that every turn.
Wow, nappy nuts.
I don't know. That's nuts. And then eventually we beat some of them, and then we fought some beefier ones, which can make your brain go away. Not ideal. But then we're slowly winning the war of attrition against the slimy squart, and now Suri has run all the way up to near the eye itself, alone.
I'm sure nothing bad.
Which, as we know for rogues, is a good place to be.
We all know her decision.
But we are not judging her. We are simply mocking her slightly. And lovingly.
So, yes, followed along this pathway that at first appeared to be sort of like gems set into the earth, later revealing itself actually just to be the scaly body of Tajanuba.
Who knew?
You have found the primordial in intense pain because of this growth, for lack of a better term. And yeah, we stopped right in the middle of it.
It's round 8 and it's Seren's turn. I wrote it on the table.
I still have the improved initiative right here.
Wow.
Wow! So with that being said, Seren, what do you want to do? Oh my God! There's brain things everywhere. A big eye. Why are you doing that?
These ones have beaks and brains.
These ones are intellect devourers with...
They look like a hybrid of Grick and Grell.
Yeah.
Research.
Grelk.
They do.
Excuse me.
Look
Oh,
like
Grickle
gross.
is way better.
Hey,
I'm...
my Grickle for a nickel.
Give me
to suckle my grickle?
Give me a Grickle now. Grickle your Grickle.
Anyway, I'm gonna punch one.
Swallowing dice.
I'm gonna punch
Promise?
number 4.
Number 4. Excellent choice. Roll away.
Not my favorite kid next door, but a good one.
My favorite.
That tracks.
It does.
What'll a 12 get me?
Yes.
Oh, hit.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yes, it does.
11
Points.
of damage.
And?
That was cool.
And.
It's like an improv
Yeah.
game.
It's two-headed expert. We're
Trevor,
there.
we're playing an improv game right now.
Subscribe to our 5th tier and explode Trevor's body every night.
Trevor's had exploded. No, there's only one person who gets to explode
It's
Trevor.
like when
in
you
a
tell a
minute.
computer to divide pi by pi. Anyway.
Isn't that just one?
I
Anyway!
think then one comes out of the disk drive.
Well, since it...
Yeah. If you have a disk drive anymore.
I rolled higher than I did the last time, so I'm just
Yes,
gonna roll
it is.
damage.
Oh my god.
That's another 11 points.
11 points!
11.
11.
And with my bonus action, I'm gonna make my one melee attack.
Kick it.
With a
Bop it.
25 to hit.
Yes.
That's a 7 to hit.
Yes.
No, 7 points of damage, I'm sorry.
Yes. Great. Anything else?
No.
Woo!
Alright, snakes.
Woo! Snake! I mean, not bat snakes.
Alright, this snake is going after you, Seren.
Yeah.
That's my friend.
Yeah.
This... Oh, but with a 7, it will miss.
Yeah.
Number 3 is... You are not currently bound Hieros.
Nope, not yet.
But he's gonna give it his darndest.
Fuck.
18.
To hit?
Yes.
It hits.
Ah, okay. You graps you up like a Christmas present.
Restrained?
Sure are. Gives you a nice little squeeze. Kashak, you're up.
Woohoo! Or should I say hooty hoo?
Yes.
I'm going to move to here.
You should.
Then I'm going to sunbeam all 3 of them.
Sunbeam!
I was like, what does that say there? And you said the word sunbeam. Ah, it's a sunbeam.
I believe I have to make a con save if I remember correctly. Yes.
Yes, okay. So 3,
3,
6,
6,
and
and
4. Okay.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
That is a what is their con?
Awful.
So that's a 8, a 10, and a 4.
I was right.
Will fail.
Blow them up, Freddy.
25 to each of them. They're all blind.
Get rid of them is what
Oh,
happens.
dope.
All three.
No, just 2. Just these 2.
Ooh, the one that was restraining me?
No.
Fuck.
That was 3.
That's alright.
Alright, buddy.
Well, he's blind anyway.
Great. Anything else, Kashek?
No.
Grand. So that would have been 5, but he just blew up. So, Hieros.
Alright. Currently being squeezed by this big, kind of screaming thing. It doesn't seem to like what's happening. So I'm going to swangulate against him. And because I would have disadvantage from restrained, but I would have advantage because he's blind, so it cancels out. So, straight roll with the axe. Whee! Okay. 21 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. We're breaking you in still. Oh, yeah, we are. 11 points of damage against number 3.
Okay. Yes.
Second swangulate. 18 to hit.
Yes.
You're already in jail. And you crank that soldier. 14 points of damage on that one.
Very good.
Ah, beautiful.
Anything else, sir?
This one I just sort of... Is he dead?
No, he's not.
Fuck!
He doesn't look great, though.
Yeah, well, he looks gross. And yeah, I'm done. That's it. My turn's done. I end my turn face down, apparently in attack position.
Sir, you're up.
Yeah, okay. What the fuck was I thinking?
It's possible you weren't.
Yeah.
Let me quote you from last week. I'll be fine.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Whoa. The impression was uncanny.
Thank you. Just like this valley.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna attack with me bow.
Yes, please.
And I moved back some for the benefit of people who can't see the map.
It's just me, boo.
It's just my ball.
19.
To hit?
Yeah.
Yeesh.
With Hex, I get the next 3d6. Okay. 11.
Points of damage?
Yes.
Sure does. Grant, anything else?
No.
Okay. They are dead, so that's the end of round 8. So let's see what happens.
Uh-oh.
Okay. No more thingies. There was something else. What else was I checking?
Was it how the skin
Oh, yeah, it was,
was
the,
gonna
yes, you're right. That's it.
Oh,
Thank
that
you,
was my first-
Maddie.
make us popcorn?
Thank you, Maddie. Thank you.
You gotta be honest. Out of curiosity, what was it that spilled?
Spit.
Oh, okay. A little bit on my toe.
Oh,
I can taste
Do you need someone?
What do you mean
do you want me to get it off your toe?
Do you need
By
s-
licking it?
it. In like a sexy way? Yeah. $50 tier.
Mom?
$200 tier!
$200 tier? You get all 10 toes.
I'll even throw out an extra.
I'll come to your house and slap your ass.
I'll come to your house and slap my ass. Don't touch me. I'll do it myself.
Lightning crackles amongst the scales.
Whoa.
I've rolled every single time, but I feel like I've just been switching between lightning and mud for like this whole time. Anyway,
You can lie to us.
It was
I went once or
steam.
twice.
it was. I
Some
could lie,
fire
but
or
I
steam?
won't do that to you because I love you all.
Oh my god, do you
so
guys
much.
think Trevor's... Oh my god, what did he say?
Miss Surrey,
Uh-huh.
please give me an intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
no.
We love those. Those are so fun. Haha.
Help me out, buddy. Oh, that's good. Oh, God. Math.
Robin, make an intelligence saving throw.
You're so right. 27.
Nice.
27.
Yards.
Jeez, you have made all of them so far.
So far.
Woof! Again, you feel that psychic wave pass you over, but steeled by determination, will, and the courage lent you by your friends around you, you manage to stave off whatever attacks.
It's the found family, baby.
It's like when
against your brain.
like when your Pokemon loves you a lot and it would faint, but then it holds on with 1 HP.
Yeah. Okay, back to the top. Seren.
Punch.
Oh, first, please give me dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
We're in the lightning field, Yugi boy.
Is my sand gone?
25.
No, this sand?
No, that's still there.
So she shouldn't be affected. Or was that
You're
something
right.
else?
That was
You're
for
right.
lightning only, yeah.
You're right. Okay, Seren, as you were.
Punch.
Punch.
Ugh.
That's a
16 to
Yes.
hit. Great. So this one's gonna take the favored foe damage. Do you have to suck?
Flavored toe.
And?
Sensitive theme.
9 points of damage. And then, another 16, 13 points.
Thank you.
Then my bonus action, 26 to hit.
Yeah.
And another 11 points of damage to number 1.
Boom! It's still there though.
Oh.
Sorry.
See, alright, you did that to me
Yeah.
too. Okay, alright.
I'm not.
You're getting
Okay.
good.
Hitting them isn't the problem.
No, that's not the problem.
This is the
It's
problem.
when they squeeze
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to
like
get rid
that.
of this guy so I can run up here
Oh,
with my friends.
I'm not
Seren.
saying you're wrong. I was gonna say something weird or gross. What was it?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, number 1 is gonna try and give you the squeeze, Seren, and not that 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah, he gives you the squeeze.
A hug.
Number 3
Thank you.
is squeezing you, Hieros.
Yes.
He's gonna try to give you a little love tap. A little
Is
love.
he still blinded or is that?
He is.
Until my next turn.
But that is still a
So-
21.
It hits me.
Huh?
That's why I can't shoot. Just kidding. I do it.
Gives you a little
It would hit me.
tickles your pickle for
I was like,
10 piercing damage, and please make me an intelligence saving throw.
Reduced to
Oh,
5.
honey.
At least one small comfort on this terrible day.
I want to make like masks or sunglasses for merch that say not if I cast shield.
Nice.
Oh, like a sleep mask? Or a face mask?
I'm gonna approve.
Like a or a green
Or sleep mask.
Or
This
shutter
is protecting
shades?
you from stuff.
Yeah.
Yay! I did it! 14.
No, I'm afraid not.
What about if I rolled a 15 before I minus 1? On account of my intelligence not being so good.
Your intelligence is a little low.
Thank you.
Read them the books,
I
baby.
do love the argument, what if I didn't apply the modifier?
What if we just went by the dice? What if we just let them fall as they may?
Hieros forgot being 10 years old.
Nonsense. He's about to remember it vividly to the point of not being able to do anything.
Oh.
What do you mean, child and daggerman?
You are going to take Rutro. Ooh, Rutro.
No.
A hot bath.
Rutro.
What?
No.
A nice nap.
20 points of psychic damage.
Ooh. That's not Hieros. He'll never sound like that.
Ooh, indeed. You are transported no longer surrounding your compatriots.
Oh, hey, not again.
But instead, this time, back in the deep caverns beneath the Temple of Kernunos, Naestra stands before you, her helmet off, blood trickling down a cut under her forehead, and she holds that monstrous mace as you lie prostrate on the ground. And she again goes to raise up that mace to split your chest open. You can do nothing but run in fear.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Kashek, you're up.
Woohoo! Now, I need the physics DM to come out.
Yeah.
Would I be able to hit both of them without either hitting Hieros or Seren?
I don't think so. You have to pick either Hieros or Seren also.
Yes.
By,
I will
by
do that.
XCOM law.
In that case, let's go over here.
Ex-common law.
Kaboom! Constitution save.
On the number 3 there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that won't hit Surrey.
Yeah, because I'm here.
Con save is 14.
He fails. So he's still blinded.
Is this another sunbeam?
Yeah.
Pew! It's gonna explode.
Yeah.
Yay!
Oh, but I rolled so well.
I'm sorry, buddy. He's gonna explode. Which means, Hieros, you're back on top of a giant snake!
Yay!
Somehow this is better.
36, he explodes.
Oh boy. Alright. Den Snakes is dead, and Hieros, it is your turn.
Oh, axe of the woodsman, we are really going through it now. I'm going to run around. This one is trying to grapple a hold of Seren, and I say, "That is my friend. You will not do this." And I'm going to swing.
Ooh, vibrato.
Thank you. Those are 2 2s, my lord, but good thing it's a 14 to hit.
It sure is.
Yeah, alright. Good thing they weren't a 1.
Can't miss!
Let's roll a 1.
There's a 5% chance you'll miss!
There you go. That is 13 points of damage. To number 1.
Yes!
Still up?
It is.
It's not helpful the way you... Yo, yes?
I'm just trying to be encouraging!
You know what, I appreciate
I'm
it.
trying
energy
to
tonight.
keep the excitement alive. Have you ever heard of in improv class keeping the balloon in the air?
What the fuck is improv? I have no idea. That sounds silly.
This is acting 101. Keep the balloon in the air.
Roll them bones.
No, acting 101 is going to a class at 8 in the morning where they make you lay down on the floor on your back, and if you fall asleep, they kick you.
26 to hit.
You just stayed at home and done that. My
Yeah.
roommate would have kicked me.
I often did.
15 points of damage.
Yes, you did kill it this
All right,
time.
there we go.
Yeah.
See, that was anticlimactic,
Good.
because he had to say.
Well, that one was on purpose. Okay. All right. Snakes are dead.
Hang on, that was
No more restraint.
Anything else, sir?
20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Coming in.
Coming in hot.
That's my turn.
Great. Sir, you're up. Please make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, should I be one of those?
You should have, but I forgot, so we're moving along.
It's.
I did good.
What?
I did good. I rolled
Good boy.
Alright.
23.
Yes, you're fine. Okay, as you were.
Attacky. With me bow.
I got like 18. Okay.
Good job, buddy.
22 to hit.
Yeesh.
Still hex it.
Yeah! Ouch. my ow. Not even wearing contacts.
12 points of damage.
12 points, you said.
Some of it's necrotic, I think.
It is.
Yes. Alright, anything else, Sherry?
No.
Okay. That's the end.
Nothing I can do.
That's the end of that one. Let's see what the floor turns into.
Lava.
Helpful mushrooms.
Lava at last!
Yes.
At last the floor is lava!
Yay.
Yay.
Which is not great for everybody, actually.
Oh, actually.
It's okay for us.
Because now you're standing on lava.
Not again.
But,
Sacre.
and reach, nope, no good. Okay. It's the eye. Hieros, please give me an intelligence saving throw. Enough out of you.
Not even the closest one. Alright, here we go. Here we go.
As the eye turns its gaze upon you.
Not the gays.
If only I didn't also play the bard in this party who is not
Get
here
it.
anymore. Fuck, get back here. Including those 13? 12.
Uh-oh!
It's double digits. I'm doing my
good.
best.
It's gonna pop a blood vessel at this rate.
Hieros, so you stride along the creature, and just as the scales beneath you begin to heat, and the simmering waves of heat go off of the scales, you run up aside your friend Suri, just in time to watch the lidless eye's pupil shift slightly and focus upon you. Instantly, your mind is inflamed with a booming sound and voice. And visions begin to appear before your eyes. Your daughter, cold, alone, flesh cut to ribbons. Emaciated and starved, she sits in a dank, cold cell. Alone in all the world, the color gone from her cheeks and eyes. I'm gonna let you decide how much psychic damage that gives you.
That'll be another 20.
That's all. But yeah, you are You, yes, that's what happens. Next. No more snakes. Kashek, you're up.
Any conditions on me specifically?
Not that you can tell.
Sure.
Well, I can't do much of anything.
I can't read.
Oh, wait, yes I can. So long as it is not another concentration spell. Cantrippy fuckiness does not apply here, right?
Correct.
I can hold a leveled concentration spell and cast another leveled spell that is not concentration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something just exists now.
Yeah.
And you've only cast it once.
You got it loaded in the tank.
Am I actually the... No, I can't be. Who's worst off here?
So in terms of what?
I mean, I'm
Health.
not.
Percentage-wise,
I'm fine.
Let's give
Yeah.
Hieros a little healy smack on the ass. I'm gonna cast... Is Cure Wounds touch?
Yes.
Yarr.
I will cast Healing Word then. Woohoo! 13 points of healing.
okay.
Grant. To our dear friend Hieros.
To our dear friend Hieros.
Great. Anything else, Kashek?
Still an action.
Still an action. Ow.
Not any fun cantrips present themselves.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not a...
You can move closer, can't you?
No, that was 30 feet. That's
Oh.
actually not a terrible idea, though. So let me... That would...
70 feet.
In that case, may I redact some of my movement?
Sure.
And I will instead do everything I just did.
Yes.
But... If I were back to here, I get another 2, so I will actually move next to Seren, and I will bonk her on the head and cast Resistance.
There you go. Anything else, sir?
That'll be it.
All right, Hieros, you're up.
What can I do?
Your senses are back to you, but you have just been shown this vision, and it didn't feel like when the leeches were biting you.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you were freed from it, you were like, "Oh, that was a vision," right? Or that was it. It was fucking with my head. This does not feel like that. The eye stares unblinking at you.
Yeah. Well, I'm not close enough, but I am going to move my full movement up to it. Just not even like, sorry, as Hieros goes by, not even a sound, just a look of resignation, determination on the face.
Yeah,
10,
how
15, 20, 25.
visible was that to the rest of us?
I think it would have been. I mean, if he was like charging up, battle ready to meet with Suri, and then all of a sudden you kind of see the fight go out of him a little bit for a second.
Do you look angry?
Yes.
So that's different.
Yeah. And it's... You might have glimpsed a tear with your passive perception. I'm going to wing a couple of javelins at this guy.
Okay, yeah, fire away.
Or... Do I have any hand axes left?
You might have one.
I do. I'm going to wing first a hand axe, then a javelin, if that's kosher with you.
I mean, if you got him on you.
Great. They cannot be reckless because...
Technically, you can only go forth.
Can't draw
I think
as part of
technically
the...
when you're throwing things, you can only draw one as part of the action to throw, but I'm not going to bust your balls back. Because in the thrown weapon fighting style, it specifies that you can throw two, but I'm not going to, I don't give a crap.
They're not going to do much.
Yeah, I know. I'm not fussed.
Alright. I don't benefit from terribly much. Only a 15 to hit the eye?
No.
Okay.
No, it whirls through the air, but the haft catches a light and just kind of disintegrates before it even crosses. It like approaching the event horizon of a black hole. It just disintegrates.
Alright, then I'm just going to, if it's allowed, just wing a javelin best I
please.
can in recompense for that.
Please do.
That, however, is going to be a 28 to hit.
That'll do it.
So that's just a d6. 13 points of damage.
It slides with sickening ease into the gelatinous healthy outside of this creature.
Alright, and that's going to be my turn.
Okay. Sorry, you're up.
I will attack with my bow again. 20.
Yes.
13.
13 points.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Anything else?
Hieros, be careful. That's it.
Great. Okay, that's the end. Oh, I didn't do anything with the lava. Doesn't matter. We're moving forward. We're plowing on.
If it helps, two of us are resistant. One's in the air, and the other one has evasion.
And it's
Yeah.
on sand.
We're
And
level
also has
15.
evasion.
Yeah.
Level 15. Alright. He's gonna go. Okay, sorry. As the eye shifts back to you, please give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Nat 20 for 22.
Yeah, you're good. Now's the time. Now is the time.
I never doubted you.
Okay, and again, you feel sort of a sickening wave pass over you, but the pupil then shifts back to you, Hieros, and again,
no, don't
your,
do that.
your voice is filled with that voice that is so familiar yet so distant and haunting.
Hieros, look what you have done. Look where you have sent your child. Look what you have wrought. But you can save her yet, Hieros. All I ask is that you kneel. That is all I will ever ask of anyone.
Is it my turn?
If you wanna react now, or
No, only. Yeah.
Great. Okay, Seren, you're up.
Is it a free action to drop concentration on a spell?
Yeah, you can just do that.
Yeah, you can just do it.
Okay, so Moonbeam.
Also, I don't know if it'll come up necessarily, but I want to start playing around with reactions more. Like, there are specific spells and actions and things that happen on reaction, but I also want to sort of liberate the reaction to be used to, like, for whatever you can think of. Things that are reasonable.
Yeah.
If someone is, like, trying to, like, jump across a bridge and they miss their check, you say, oh, can I use my reaction to try and catch them? You know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Do you want to kind of just free that up? I don't know if it will come up at all now.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like things that you would react to,
Yeah.
so to speak.
I dig it.
Anyway, continue, Sarah.
I'm gonna drop Moonbeam.
There it goes.
I'm gonna run up here next to my friend Hieros. And then since my ring is already recharged, Moonbeam is going to right down in the middle of the eye again.
That's it. On its turn, it takes the damage and all, right?
Yes.
Great. Okay. But yeah, its surface crackles and sizzles under the radiant light of the moonbeam.
And then with my bonus action, I would like to patiently defense.
Okay. Okay, Kashak, you're up.
Cool, I'm going to Sunbeam the Eye.
Kamehameha.
That is a con save that he makes a disadvantage for the Hex.
That doesn't do
No,
saves.
yeah, no, not saves.
What is it then?
Checks.
Oh!
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I was going to say.
A certain kind of check,
Yeah.
whichever ability score you want.
Totally forgot about that part because I don't think
Then I'll just
I said
shoot.
last time. But
What do you think a con is on something that's gargantuan?
Yeah, I'm not
Gotta try.
We're taking the eye, not the creature.
I have to
Trevor's face
try.
wasn't
Yeah,
helpful.
yeah.
He did roll a 3, though.
Hey!
So that brings us to a total of 11.
So he will fail.
Still pretty good.
Oh.
He will take damage, and he's blinded, which is funny.
Big dumb eye.
I didn't see anymore.
32 points of damage.
32 points of damage.
So,
Oh boy, Sunbeam is Kamehameha.
It's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I have all 6 spell.
And it actually fits his aesthetic, which is especially nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Does the eye get blinded?
It doesn't seem to like you see it like shimmer and shake a little bit as the beam of light impacts it, but it doesn't blink. It barely even shifts focus.
Fair. If it can't be blinded, it can't be blinded.
Anything else? Kashak.
Boop. Resistance.
Yeah.
Yay! Hieros, you're up.
Alright.
No, I lied. Resistance is an action. No, nothing happened.
Okay.
And
I take it all back.
It's never happened.
I'm going to march the last 15 feet directly up to it. And just staring before it. You lie. It was my daughter's choice to go where she went. I have faced your kind before. Bargains attempt to be struck, asking for little in return. I died then, and if I die now, it will be worth it. I will recklessly swing at him.
So you have chosen death.
Third time's the charm.
That's
All right.
so good.
All
Just
right.
need to always be rolling. I hate it.
That's all right. That's a 23 to hit.
Yes, it is.
Okay. That's cocked. Reward me. Thank you. 22 damage.
Nice.
Yes. Okay.
This is magical if that helps. I mean, obviously, all of it is at this point. We're level 15.
Yeah.
Second swing. That is 24 to hit.
Yep.
He also has disadvantage trying to attack anyone but me.
Okay.
Doesn't apply to saves though. So
Mhm.
until next turn, 15 points of damage on the second one.
Okay. Great. Anything else, sir?
Stand before it, taking
Alright.
up as much space as I can.
Three. You're next. Away you go.
So many. 29.
29.
Mm-hmm.
Would you love to have sneak attack?
I would love it. Thank you.
Yes, it is.
Thank you, Hieros. So, bow, hex. 6 of these. That's it.
Can you ever use more d6s than that, like if we keep leveling up?
Yes.
Yeah, if I take more rogue levels.
10
Wow.
at level 19.
37.
Ooh, mama! Rogues!
We'll say 4 of that is necrotic.
Wow. 37?
That's including your added.
Mhm.
Wow, okay. Great.
Squeeze the jelly from his eyes.
Yeah, seriously. The music is also really, like,
It's helping.
very
Yeah.
thematic.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's doing work.
The eye again, it's sort of, so like, after your massive swings, Hieros, and then being blasted directly with another arrow, you can see it starting to, like, shimmer and shake. Its gelatinous, inky surface starting to, like, wave and ripple.
You climb to the top of the mountains and think yourselves of you. You have only reached an ant hill, and I am the tide coming in. You cannot resist me.
Intelligence saving throw, please.
Yeah. That's gonna hurt. If you'd like to do well, please. 16.
So close. It is as if this time it is as if you feel a hand, a hand pass through your skin, flesh, and bone, and sink itself into your mind. You are met with a type, Hieros, you are accustomed to pain. In your days, you have never shied away from danger nor pain, but this is something unlike anything you have experienced before. It is as if a sliver of ice has pierced your very soul. Flashes of images begin to come before your eyes of Rhea, of your mothers, of the first time that you met your friends, that fateful day that you traveled to Barovia. All of these things flash before you, and you, again, all the while, that voice echoing in your brain.
I have seen you all this time. I have access to every part of you. There is not a place you can hide in this world, not even in your own mind.
And you are going to take 36 points of psychic damage.
Yeah.
As you feel these images being ripped like pieces of paper, and like days are starting to go missing.
like a day where you went on a walk along the banks of the river with Rhea vanishes. The first time you saw Alcyone smile, torn up like a paper tossed into a flame. They just start to vanish, torn away from you, out of your very grasping fingers. Seren, it's your turn.
Okay, we're gonna put a stop to that. When was his turn?
It just was his turn.
Okay, great. Well, he needs to make a con save.
Okay. That's gonna be 24.
Yeah, okay. Well, he still takes 4 points of radiant damage.
He sure does.
And then I'm gonna run up here. Think. And punch.
Go ahead.
Uh-huh. One of those punches is a natural 20, and the other one is a 26 to hit.
Yes, both will hit.
Okay, great. On the natural 20, he takes... Ooh, nice! 28 points of damage.
28.
Yes.
Okay.
On the other one, he takes...
Uh-huh.
12 points of damage.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna flurry my blows.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a 25 to hit.
Yep.
And a 22 to hit.
Yep.
So he takes another 25 points of damage.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, Kashek, you're up. Pshoo. Fire away.
Concentration
Con
save.
save is again a 24.
Okay.
Pretty good, those. That's still a lot of...
That's still
15 points of radiant damage.
Okay. All right.
Take it.
Anything else, sir?
No.
Hieros, you're up.
So my vision returns.
Yeah.
When I see these things, yeah, it's just
Yeah, you
for the
kind of
moment
like
it is.
battle through it, but you can still feel like it's like clawing at your very soul and mind.
I'm just going to silently offer a moment of prayer before I go into this.
Mm-hmm.
Argenbosht, Argumin, I owe you both the life that I still have. Allow me to continue until this evil is slain, and then I will rest. And monster, you say there's nowhere I can hide, and so I shall not hide. I exist to end you. And so that is what I will do.
I'll go at it with the first reckless swing. That is 26 to hit.
So you can't even lose rage for damage now?
Correct.
Wow.
Yeah, right, yeah. That hits, yeah.
The only way I lose rage is if I go unconscious.
I heard you say that, but I wanted to make sure that,
You can no sooner end me than the crashing of the tides, the turning of the moon, the coming of the winter.
Then I shall find those next. 12 points of damage on the first one.
Okay.
Only he can hear that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Second one.
Go, baby.
Alright. 2 18s is nice.
Yeah, that'll do it.
30 to hit.
Yes, somehow.
Okay. Alright. 19 points of damage.
How's it happen, baby?
Okay. Is it like a more like concerted mass here, or am I still seeing like tendrils of it reaching from the eye itself?
It's at this point, with like the sunbeams blasting into it, Suri's arrows, your swings, it's starting to fall apart. Like the heaps of it are starting to like slough off and run along the sides of the gargantuan creature below you.
All right, then with the first, if I may, with
Yes.
the first strike, I will actually take the Axe of the Woodsman and just jab it in at the bladed haft, and then with just a flare of the, like, you guys see for a second the incorporeal spirits of the spirit guardians just like take a moment and like shine silver, and Hieros is going to then drive that all the way
Hell yeah!
through the pupil of the eye.
Yes!
And it sort of fractures out from where you've planted your blade, and it sort of like splits like an enormous rotten tomato, and just kind of like begins to slough and fall. And as it does so, you feel a wave of relief as that claw seems to release from your mind. But all the same, you hear the echoing as if it's moving farther and farther away.
It is no matter. This one was never part of my plans, merely a test. You have already lost, Hieros. I will see you again very soon.
I will bleed you then as well. And every time between, if I must.
Then you will also need to bleed your daughter.
We shall see.
Shut up. I see all, Hieros. I see all.
Yeah!
I just kind of go. If there's anywhere to stand much here, I was just gonna sink to the knees.
Yeah.
No triumphant rage, no scream of joy, just down.
I run right over
Yeah,
to him.
I'm right here, so I come over on the other side and just hand on the shoulder.
Cool.
Yes, so the area quiets around you as the eye begins to sort of like melt away, sloughing down the sides of the enormous creature on which you stand. The time's yours.
Are you alright?
He spoke to me at length. Nothing we haven't heard before. We should check on our friend here.
I was about to say it seems a little rude to be standing on someone's face now that he's not actively trying to kill us.
Yes, of course.
Is the goo still here, or is it like receded?
It's like dripping off.
Okay.
It's like melting away.
Are we falling?
No.
Okay.
Any signs of consciousness on our Titan?
I was gonna get to that. I was just
Oh,
gonna let
let's
you
go.
talk to each other first.
No, that's
I can
fair.
dive right in
That's
if you
fair.
like.
That's fair.
I was just, whatever you're into.
Seren brought up that it is a little rude to be standing on someone's head.
Fair enough.
Maybe.
So yes, as the last vestiges and dregs of this creature slide off the sides, you feel a slight shuddering beneath you, and then the undulations kind of smooth out, and the enormous head of the primordial kind of swings around to look, back at you. Its eye now cleared, both eyes open, wide, vibrant, and bright with a beautiful emerald color.
Oh, good. He didn't lose an eye. I was worried.
No, I gave him some clear eye.
Oh.
He's gonna specialize.
Now's
This
your...
episode's sponsored by Bison.
I was like, now's a great time to talk about our sponsor, Clear Eye. Are we like on his neck now and he kind of like swiveled his head back around?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah. So you're kind of if you're like
I've been hearing JRPGs.
you're like on his little shoulder, and he's like, "Oh, hey guys." But yeah, it swings its massive head around, and as it opens its mouth, again, much like when you first entered the chamber, though now much more vibrant, you hear this booming, cacophonous voice. And to our draconic speakers, it's sort of like you're really only getting sort of like the intentions, not so much like full sentences.
Mm-hmm.
But like from what you can kind of put together, it says the world swirls around you.
What is it saying?
They say the world whirls or moves around us.
Okay.
I will attempt to communicate with him in Draconic, since that's roughly what I'm hearing. O great serpent, we were sent here at the behest of the High Priestess of the Scaled Folk to attend you in your time of need. We simply... We already got the treasure.
We got the treasure. We took it already.
Yeah.
I paid for it.
We simply seek an item that was lost. That is all. And I'll bow for it.
To which
Mm-hmm.
the circle is closing. Right, the next. Yeah, kind of. It's like, again, it's like, they're like, yeah, anyway.
The circle is closing, right?
Right, the next.
Like writing right? Is that what I'm
Like-
hearing? Or like...
Kinda, yeah. And again, it's like,
Right, as
there's
in like...
not a perfect translation.
Sure, yeah.
It's like when you put something into Google Translate
Oh, yeah.
almost,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Thank you. What may we tell your followers? They have heard of your awakening. Will you sleep again?
Starlight breaks the surface, clutters the world below.
We knew that already, my guy.
I know your meaning. We know this one who... Now hold up my hand to my eye. Who ensnared you? We seek to end his hold. He threatens the world, as I'm sure you know.
The world hangs in the balance, but the world turns around you.
Translating. I will take that as a vote of confidence. If there is anything we can do for you here and now, or far afield, do name it. But
Not a telling, but yet maybe. As it moves its head towards you, you know, it's like pushing a wall of air as it moves. It's like, it's pretty intimidating, but it just kind of like moves, and just with its little, just like with its little snout, it's such a strange sensation, because a creature, who knew that a creature this gargantuan could be delicate, but it just sort of presses its massive snout against your head, and you are granted, Hieros, a vision. You see the city of Arcadia, water churning about it, and it's sinking, not into the sea, for the sea itself sinks as well, deep into the earth.
I see. Thank you.
Go now. Follow the way.
Thank you, Great One. May you find your rest. We should be on our way.
And with that, the sounds of rushing water fall all around you as that sort of like like that dome holding back the pressures of the ocean seems to fall away, and the water like just swirls around you, and for a moment all of your vision is just clouded.
I'm gonna grasp my friends.
Yeah, I
in those
grab
like
onto
white,
Suri.
frothing, whirling bubbles, until at last air meets your lungs again, and you are washed up on the shore on those golden sand beaches right in front of the city.
Am I a wet owl?
Yes, you are.
Oh, you're like
You
3
sure?
times as skinny.
I thought that was going to be more like, oh, the water swirls around and you don't feel it, and then you appear something. No, that was
you're
actually-
wet.
That was
No.
water.
Yeah, no.
Hardly be it me to have any say in how dignified that could have been, but look at Kashek. Kashek's half his size.
Are you alright? I know the water is not your favorite.
I'm okay. Thank you.
Good.
Wet now.
it's just wet.
Well, at least we've got this.
You do, in fact, yes, have the little
cast.
little cast.
Yay!
And we fought a god and didn't die.
It was not him we fought.
Was that your first?
No, not really.
What?
Kashak,
He's just giggling to himself now.
perhaps he's drunk on seawater.
Why am I the only one not allowed to jape?
He tells good jests.
He does tell very
it
good
was
jests.
good.
I'm sorry.
Everyone tells me that you do not know how to joke, and then I try to joke, and then I get yelled at for it.
I'm sorry.
I'm
It was
sorry.
a good one. It
No,
was.
you're so right.
To be fair, if Dwark has told you so, he is not a good benchmark for jests.
And to be
Yeah,
fair,
Is
All of his jokes were about stew.
under certain
This is also true.
in certain environments, your voices don't sound dissimilar. So sometimes, if he was to say that, it would just be serious. I bet you do a really good Dwarf impression, actually, Kashak.
They don't sound anything alike. I don't know what you're talking about.
What would make you say that?
See, I
Even-
told
Oh my
you!
gosh, it's
Even
like
the
he's
voice.
here.
Do we go back to...
We should talk to the priestess.
Right,
Making your way through the city again.
wet.
Is it-
Yeah.
I guess we wouldn't know. Because we were like under the sea. But it seemed like time has passed since we were just under there in the fight, and like we're up here now.
Yeah.
Or like were we just like shooped real quick immediately, you know?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
It was hard to tell because you were kind of under the ocean.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But you best you can guess you were shooped.
Oh. That is honestly probably the gentlest way that a being of that magnitude could handle someone of our scale.
I've been told that the gods cannot simply move pieces about the board. They just wipe out the board. So
So if they put a finger down, whoop, there goes the city. We should find her. We know where it is. Big one. With the tall, whirling gyre of, like...
You make your way back
Did
to
he get his memories back?
No,
I-
not the ones that you
Just
lost.
a couple.
It's just a couple, like, you just, like, a few days are missing
Okay.
here and there.
One
But-
of those was really important.
yeah.
And
At
he
least
has
one of
not
them.
mentioned anything of that
Yeah,
to you yet.
Yeah.
No, Kashak doesn't know that, but
No,
I
Madison
really
had a
hate
feeling
that.
that wouldn't.
But you see Hieros in a bit of a state.
Yeah.
Clearly eager to continue moving.
Take his arm. If he allows me to.
Yes, you make your way back to the Ziggurat. And as you climb the steps, when you get up to the top, you see she's already standing before the sort of entrance chamber, perhaps having sensed you are coming, in her fine regal regalia. And as you make your way up, she lifts her enormous saurian head and kind of bears back her scaly lips and maybe the closest approximation of a smile that
Bet you weren't expecting this!
Yeah, it looks like it more than anything, it actually just looks like she's snarling. But she says, "You have returned."
Yes, your the Titan has been calmed.
Yes. I have felt the shifting of the wind. You have done well. I did not think it possible. I hope you will not take it as an insult to admit.
We don't look very strong. Except him.
Hello.
And was strangers here?
And yet, the wind moves at your back.
Impossible things seem to find us.
I do wish they'd stop.
Too late now.
This is not for us to decide. You have done a great thing for the Kekwala. You may leave with your lives.
Thank you, my lady. You should know. The reason it was irate and woken from slumber was due to the presence of a malign entity with whom we have had encounters several times. Something that can contend with gods.
A troubling thought. What was this creature's purpose with the Titan? Do you know?
He told me that it was a test. Whether of us or of this Titan, I do not know. But it seeks domination, seeks submission. And so I can imagine wherever his gaze falls, even your removed corners, even under the very sea, would not escape him should he so wish to turn his gaze, unless we stop, as we intend to do.
Your meaning, this shadow, this creature, is a threat to all?
I do mean this, yes. Our people and yours, Arcadia, your Gekwala, the people who dwell beneath, all.
It has been our wont for generations not to abide the comings and goings of the world beyond our borders. We believe the people, the warm bloods, I hope you do not take offense, are not ready for what we know. But you have come. And that means there are at least a few who may in fact be ready for the gifts of the old ones. This brings hope to my heart. I cannot make promises now, but should you need aid in your quest against the shadow, you have allies here.
You are kind and wise, priestess, and you see much.
Submission is not the providence of life. Life breaks free violently, often, but charts its own way.
In that we are very much in agreement.
What will you do? You may, of course, rest and recuperate here, but I imagine you are eager to be off.
If it is acceptable for us to rest, at least for this night, that would be more than welcome. But we must, and I believe we are going to journey to our roots somewhat, to see if we cannot learn more before we gather all that we can.
Yes, there is wisdom in this. Oftentimes, as the roots grow away from the sky, our eyes are distracted by the blue and cloud above. Venturing downward, we discover pieces of ourselves we did not know were there.
I'm just looking stressed over here, don't mind me.
You may, of course, take full advantage of our hospitality. Ratatok will show you to your comfortable chambers. If there is anything you wish to say to me further, please do not hesitate. But you have done us a great thing. You have my thanks.
Thank you. Once we have rested, perhaps we will speak again.
Indeed. Blaze, to your rest. I know that you warm bloods tire easily.
We sure do. Some warmer than others.
And as she sort of like gestures back towards the temple, you see Ratatok again kind of like scurrying out from around her. Please follow me!
Gladly.
Okay.
And he skitters like a basilisk, and he leads you back to the chambers which you previously occupied.
Tough on all that gold. You can't even want to purchase.
You hear him
like a-
before you see him.
It's like a bearded
Like a
dragon
dog
on the
that
hardwood
smells food.
floor.
Yeah. That's it.
Scratch. Nope, go back.
And he offers, again, of course, food and or music, but otherwise the time is yours.
think food would be well.
Uh-huh.
My heart is too full to hear music at this moment, my boy.
Thus, ears full of sounds.
You know
This
it.
one speaks truth.
I have holes in my head, not what you have.
Me too.
Oh, that was
We're gonna
cute.
pluck Kashek and run out and be like, behold a man!
I guess.
One day you all.
If you hold Kashek up, he just looks like SpongeBob dangling from the roof with a smile. He's about the same size.
So yeah, he brings you some choice livers and meats, a couple of exotic sort of swampy vegetables and fruits for you to dine upon, and yeah, time's yours.
Were you terribly injured during the battle, Clark?
Oh no, well, I mean, a couple of those inky guys, the lychee guys got a hold of me, and it was weird, like, I was seeing all these memories of, like, my mom when I was a kid, but, it wasn't a big deal.
I'm glad to see you're injured yet again.
Oh, you all too. I mean, I took my lumps to be sure, but I was worried about you all. I was there backing you up the whole time, and I was just really worried about you. So I'm glad that I'm glad we made it out of that one okay.
Yes,
I'm glad
all-
you didn't have
all
to
five
die
of
for
us.
me.
He's like, I have to go to the bathroom. He turns around and his entire back half is burned. Like, you can see like the boxers with ducks on them.
You gonna smell something burning?
No, it didn't hit me, no. Is it cold in here?
Actually, what happened was that as we were leaving, the giant serpent turned one last time and went, ugh!
Fuck.
Hold on.
3 years from now, there will be
You.
Clark DLC where you can play as Clark, seeing what he was up to
Yeah.
every time.
He has.
And
he
our
follows
whole
the
group-
Rosencrantz and Guildenstern route, and he was like always just adjacent to our story. having his
Just
own-
off camera.
Yeah, just slightly off camera.
I kidnapped my pirates. It was crazy. They tried to kill me, and then I died. Is that weird?
So like, a blood debt. So if Hieros is about to like be delivered like a coup de grace, like is Clark gonna like undo himself?
Yeah,
like,
take
Yeah,
the bullet.
okay.
like magically he will transpose. He will just
He's
appear.
5 feet off camera. It's
Yeah,
not going to be that
he's
big of a
always
jump.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like he basically tries to like save Hieros' life. Whether that means his death or not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he just has to save Hieros'
But
death.
he's down for that.
He
if
just
it
has to
is.
save Hieros' Oh wait.
Yeah, but the thing that he doesn't know
He
is
doesn't
that
know
Hieros
that.
can't
Yeah,
die.
right. Yeah, that's not, he doesn't know that.
And he might
Nobody
not honestly
tell him.
understand that.
It's gonna be the fucking golden bean guy again or whatever. Where it's like, I saved your life, Hieros. You did, buddy.
I've waited my whole life for the sight of that glorious golden goose.
I kneel down next
We
to
have
this
like an
old
hour.
man.
You
Anyway.
better die like in the next 50 minutes.
Because that feather's not going to stay gold for long.
If we're gonna at least take a short rest in here,
What time is it?
Late afternoon, if I am calculating.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Probably into the evening,
So
actually.
I'm eating dinner.
Probably into the evening.
Housing materials.
Short rest.
As you like,
At
yeah.
the very least, yeah.
That's
I am keeping an eye on Hieros.
Mm-hmm.
How's he looking?
100 hit points down. Which is most.
I meant emotionally.
Oh.
I can't do
100 hit points down.
I can't do dick about your physical health.
I mean, a lot of that was psychic, so emotion was pretty
Actually, I
damaged.
could do dick about your physical health if you wanted to take this superior healing
You
potion.
could insight check me. If you want.
Okay.
Check that insight.
I'm sitting close to Hieros because why wouldn't I be?
25.
Oh, that's high.
Yeah, then Hieros is about as rattled as you've ever seen him. You get the sense he hasn't told you everything he experienced or saw. Not that he's holding anything back, but he's been putting it off, at the very least.
Then I'm just eating bits of raw liver and and like not boring a hole in you. I'm just like I look like I'm waiting.
Yes?
There's something on your mind?
A lot. Did any of you see visions? The eye show you anything?
No, I think it tried, but...
Well, that may not speak well for my sanity. Or maybe it's fine.
What did
happened?
you see?
I saw Alcyone, and I don't think it was a lie. She's hurt. In all ways, someone can be hurt. And it was her choice to go. But she's still my little girl. He spoke to me. Kept saying everything we fight for is futile, and I don't believe him, of course, and I said as much, but seeing her there, I fear what will happen when we must next face her. Whether she is in that cage or whether she is wearing that armor, I do not know if I will be able to do anything. And I know that is what he wants, that she will always be my little girl.
They don't lose themselves. We spoke to the smaller one,
Freya.
the more sensible one. Whoever she was before she donned the armor, she is still. Her hand was just forced.
And the Zionis won't be.
Perhaps not if she has allies.
She was alone. It was her choice to go. But we did not stop her. I did not.
Could you have stopped her?
No, she wouldn't let you.
And yet I still feel it. It is how I feel. I know I could not have stopped her, and yet I should have. I know there was no force that could have kept her from what she intended, what she believed was correct, and yet that is my family, my firstborn. Even if it ends well, even when we quell this evil, she will still have suffered to do so. She will still have gone through all of this. She will remember it all. I know her. She will survive. She will be strong, but she will have suffered. And I won't even have to live with it. And that is an injustice. Even if we win, I get the easy way out. My family has to live without me. Not that I am important, but that is what I have always said. It's so silly about heroes. That to sacrifice oneself, it is your loved ones who suffer, not you. It is not bravery. And here I am.
Would you have changed anything?
I do not know that I could have. But yet I still feel. In truth, if the reality does not make it easier to bear, not this. Perhaps it should, perhaps it is a weakness in me, but it does not make it easier.
I know. Sorry.
The choice was none of ours. The serpent, the titan, the great one. You heard him too, sir, yes? Said the world turns on us or with us or something like that. The way he speaks, it is old. But
Around us. he
around,
said.
yes.
Say anything.
He showed me in the moment where he touched, I saw Arcadia, the city, and the sea around it, say, sinking, being pulled into the earth below, as if I needed another reminder. That is selfish of me to think, but
I think you've earned the right to be a little selfish.
Mm-hmm.
You've given a lot, and you continue to.
it is not about me.
You feel a gentle hand on your shoulder.
Yeah.
Look, Hieros, I mean, you were willing to put your life on the line for someone you didn't even know. You know? I mean, I was in real trouble, and you came in like one of the heroes out of the songs. I can't imagine what you're gonna do to help your daughter. I don't know. I don't know anything about this von Lichtenstein. What?
He doesn't love it when you say his name out loud.
That's alright, he didn't.
Yeah, well, I don't know anything about this fellow you're tangled up with, but what I do know is I sure wouldn't want to be him right now.
Clark's right. He did piss us off, which is when we tend to make our most dangerous decisions.
It's true.
Very true.
I don't know if this will offer comfort or make things worse. You may not think that you're important, but you are to so many people. Not just us, not just your family. And I mean, whether you know it or not, once you're gone, whether it's what you want, you will be remembered. I don't know if that's what's troubling you now or at all, or I just, you should know that because it's true and it's important that you know.
I know. I know. I know. You got the thing we came for, right?
The what? Oh, yeah, here. She tries really hard to pretend she wasn't just crying.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of sets it down in the middle of us.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
It's nice that it says property of Luther. Otherwise we'd have been there for a bit longer, I think.
Huh. All this trouble for a whole casket of barley. That's funny.
Does put it in perspective. It sure does, Clark.
Well, this Luther better make a pretty good beer out of this, I'll tell you what.
I think with what we've done, we'll be the first to taste, yes?
Well, I should hope so.
Especially you, Clark.
Me? Oh, no, I barely did anything.
I saw you there.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't.
I'm very stealthy.
You're either too fast or too quiet, I don't know. Fuck, man, I don't even know. It's kind of all over the place.
Ay, ay, ay.
I didn't mean to upset you, I'm sorry.
Hi, Rose.
You didn't.
I'm usually upset.
I don't like being the cause of it. You know
It's not
that.
your fault.
It's not your fault.
Still,
So often you are the cause of the levity.
no.
We don't exist not to inconvenience each other.
Please accept my apologies, Seren.
Thank you.
There. I will go back to being Levitus.
You don't have to.
Did the scarf teach you that?
Is it a word? I tried.
Yes. I don't know.
Leviful.
I think I like the first one more.
Levitus. It's like a name.
There's an S in it.
At the end, yeah.
Levistus.
At some point, this doesn't have to be if you want to do other things also. I do want to find priestess at some point tonight.
Sure. I would also like to do that. I just didn't want to be like, that sucks. Anyway, I'm gonna go talk to the lizard.
We just did a lot of me talking. Please, you go first.
So I'll wait for that to kind of pass and
So it's like, I mean, that was a big day. So it's kind of, it settles into maybe just one of those moments. And you've all spent so much time to each other at this point. You're all very comfortable, I imagine, in silence with each other and know when it's necessary. And so I imagine things just kind of, everyone just allows themselves a chance to, like, sit.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, by all means.
I will get up. Go over and, like, forehead to forehead with Suri.
Okay.
Go over. Give Hieros a little kiss on the cheek. Consider Kashek. And if we're there, also do a little forehead to forehead with Kashek. Okay. Just an expression of affection.
Oh.
Why didn't you tell me?
A bit gentler next time.
Think of her less like a door.
We've just got rather different nose and mouth shapes, that's all. I appreciate the enthusiasm. I feel very loved, thank you. Then I would like to go find herself, please.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you travel back out into sort of the main chamber, and you see her sat upon her throne. And she actually has she's sort of sitting in a sort of meditative pose, legs crossed, arms out to the side, palms facing upward towards the sky. And she kind of has her eyes rolled back.
Oh my god, she's dead!
And every once in a while, Seren, you can actually, like, you see her just sort of, like, shake or twitch or move a little bit. And it's as if a shooting star kind of, like...
Oh, man. I don't want to interrupt that. That seems important.
She, at your entrance, she's shaken from her reveries. Her eyes, kind of move back in. And she turns her huge head around to, see you. It says, Seren.
I apologize, that seemed important. I meant not to disturb you.
No. I was consulting the stars. But earthly matters are more approximate.
Do they speak back?
The stars?
Yes.
In a manner. They tell of the turning of the world. You cannot receive visions of tomorrow, or love, or wealth, or any matters of mortal things, but you can see broad strokes, and there is advice to be gleaned from such. But you have come for a purpose.
Your people know, to some manner, the ways of the oldest ones?
Our people studied the gifts of the primordials, the titans, those who gave shape to this place. Their knowledge is much beyond what we can comprehend. Our task is not to understand, but receive.
I have a feeling I mean to seek one of them in the near future. And we've already crossed paths, but it was in a much different state of being.
The Ancient Ones do not exist as you and I do. They do not come into this world or pass from it. They are inextricably tied to it. It is like taking a glass of water out of the sea. You can carry it around in your glass, but whether you leave it to evaporate in the sun or pour it back to the earth, it will return to the sea, one way or another.
Do you know anything about where one could find them, then?
One does not find the ancients. One is noticed by them and granted great favor. If it is in your path to encounter an ancient, as it has already proven to be so, then it will come.
So I need not seek her. I need to hope that our paths cross.
That is a matter of perspective.
If I wanted to point my path in the most probable way, what do you know of the Giver of Forms?
The Ark,
Yes,
Yamoja.
yes.
She is the forebear of everything that draws air on this world. Why is it you seek her counsel?
She granted a boon to us once. I've been meaning to answer a question for a very long time, and regarding a form, it seems natural to seek the expert.
The Ark is difficult to find. Never in one place. And even if you happened across the place she was, she commands the forces of sky, sea, and has ways of diverting paths from crossing. Go to the sea. When the light of day first breaks across the horizon, follow its trail to the shore. There you will find, if your heart be true, a shell of the sea. Whisper your desires into it and clasp it to your ear. You will see what comes next.
That's my face I'm making out loud, not hers. She's as inscrutable as ever. I just don't have any self-control. Thank you.
You do not need to thank me. I have given you a direction along the path. This is what nature intends.
I don't necessarily wish for you to spend more time than would not be a distraction around the warm bloods. But among our kind, usually information comes at a price, and it is refreshing to know that there are people about that will help with no expectation.
Yes, I have heard of this custom of exchange amongst your people, that some information is made public, while other is not. Long has it perplexed me, but to each their own.
I was raised among a custom where everything was public, so it is just as boggling to me.
The power of nature is that it is everywhere and available to everyone.
You're very wise, and I appreciate it.
I have seen much upon my travel. It is no work at all to recall a memory and describe it.
This is gonna be impossible, but is there any way of telling how old she is from looking at her? Okay.
If you want to try, you could do like insight or perception, maybe.
A
if you
lizard
wanna try.
check?
Yeah, do you give me a lizard check?
Don't ask a lizard lady her age.
No, I'm not asking. I'm like, as someone who also doesn't look their age, 29 on the insight.
Well, how much experience? Like,
I have no experience with lizards.
no experience.
Can
with
I roll that at
lizards.
disadvantage? Here, hold on. 26 on a...
Yeah. You have no idea. You don't know how long typically lizard folk are meant to live.
Mhm.
But as you look in her eyes,
Mhm.
as you sort of examine and like absorb her wisdom, and as you look into her eyes, they seem strangely familiar. Perhaps it's the eyes that met you deep in that lowest layer of the temple. And that ancient sage, when you awoke to open the
Oh, nice! I, for a second, thought you meant a different temple, and I was like, what?
Oh, no.
Nice. Then, to
You have her eyes.
to retroactively justify that,
Uh-huh.
for a minute, the gravity of them kind of reminds me of the Tao at my monastery.
Yeah, there's that same sort of like hard.
You've seen some shit.
It's that same sort of hard-earned wisdom.
Yeah. Cool.
Is there more you require of me, Seren?
No, I've interrupted your star seeking for far too long.
You have not. Our time is spent as it must be.
Then there are other things I must attend to.
Go to.
I'll leave.
Head back to the chambers.
Yes. There is one more thing I want to do. Unless you would like to tap in.
That's not going to be till the morning.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna take that sending stone in my pocket.
Uh-huh.
Hello. Checking in. We,
I was laughing at the being counted. Which it should be.
yeah. We had a hard day today. Everyone's fine. Now. Just feels better to hear your voice. Hope everything is well.
And
No room.
And fuck!
I was hoping that I ran out on hear your, and then I was like, oh shit, I miscounted.
that's what you were saying.
25.
Is the pause this long?
No, it's not.
Shit. I was like, oh my god! He really didn't want me!
Buffering.
Okay. Hello. Sorry. You had a rough day. Seren, I was once told you are the... Fuck, is that 15?
Yeah.
10 more.
How do I fit this in fucking 10 words?
What?
He doesn't know about the word count.
Yeah, I mean, you do when you have
Sure.
it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He would.
Why am I handing the DM tools to hurt me with? Don't answer that.
Yeah. I was like, what was that meant to be rhetorical?
Harder, daddy.
I was once told you are
some of the people in your life, you make me so much greater.
I start crying again. But it's a good one this time. And I don't bother trying to hide it when I go back in the room because I had that conversation like next to the door frame. I was like, okay, pump myself up. Sad.
Hello.
Hi.
How's it going?
Talked to the priestess. Went well.
Good.
How far are we from the sea?
Well, we flew as wind from.
Right, that was that very annoyed-looking brown-haired man. Quite handsome, though.
Waledo.
Waledo.
Oh, we've been
It was
waylaid in
Waledo.
Waledo.
Well, not yet.
Okay, you're right.
We quite weren't. We left as wind.
Yeah, you don't get any less waylaid than that.
Windy Waledo.
There you go.
Right.
So as the wind flies, not long.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Feather. We have to go back to Arcadia to drop off Cask of Thing for Luther.
Right.
But then we have a number of things I think we want to do in the next little while. I should put the word out that we can have a family reunion at home.
I suppose it depends when you'd like to go back to Barovia.
Soon, I think.
Beef.
We have. I think we can leave the reunion till after that. And your brother's wedding we have to go to. That is still for some time yet.
Yes, not till winter. Wait, spring? When is it now?
Now
It's fall, right?
it's probably getting into winter.
Okay, not
But
till
it
the
never
spring.
gets. There's no snow. Like it
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
get
yeah.
snowy here.
Yeah.
But
Wedding
it's
is
probably like November.
Okay.
You know.
4 months. There's some time.
I think we have things to attend in Barovia.
Well,
Nothing's more important.
unfortunately then, that means you got to be a little selfish earlier. It was nice. If I may, if we have nothing more pressing, I'd like to be a little selfish. Can we go to the sea?
I have good news about where Arcadia is.
That's true. Do you remember the first time we saw the ocean?
Barely.
I
Adrastos
know.
kept handing us those drinks that tasted of berries. And
That's true. But
He keeps making me those at home, and I do not care for them. They're not mead.
can we go
but-
to the sea then?
yes.
I think you've more than earned some time at the beach.
Yes.
We should go back to the Mages College as well first, I think.
Sure.
You want to visit the lab so quick?
What I want to do, and yes,
Yes. Do the things you want to
yes,
do.
it
Seren.
is.
It's alright.
Yes.
We are your friends.
We're your family.
Kashek, what would you like to do?
I'm just taking notes.
I can use this later.
November 18th, Seren made a bit of progress today. Directly stating something that she wished to do instead of beating around the bush for 20 minutes.
Patient number. I mean, Seren.
I have to stop doing that.
They don't know this whole thing is a secret therapy ploy.
He doesn't actually write, he doodles. He can read them himself, but nobody else
What does
can.
that
He's
mean?
got like the
It's
Da
like
Vinci.
hieroglyphs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is that time that I was doing something.
That's how you write in Terran.
Yeah. Believe it.
Kashak, what would you like to do, though?
What do you mean?
Goals, dreams? A really good snack you had once you'd like to go revisit?
I had a dream last night about eating a cactus.
Was it good?
It's a dream cactus.
I'm not totally familiar with a dream cactus. Would you like to go eat a cactus?
No, they're terrible.
Was the dream cactus
Oh.
better than?
In fact, you should not eat them. There's so many people die in the desert.
Okay.
Is it the pointy parts?
No.
Oh.
Sometimes.
Oh.
Mostly no.
What I'm getting at is that if there's ever anything that you would like to accomplish for you,
Or just do. It doesn't have to accomplish anything. I know you're not one for frivolous ventures, but if there's anything.
you spent quite a bit of time being the feathers that hold all of us together.
That is what I do.
Right, okay.
Can I keep doing that?
Yes, of course.
Of course.
If it brings you fulfillment, of course. If there's something else. If you'd like to go become a world-renowned sitar player or something.
But I already played the sitar.
He's world-renowned and he's a sitar player.
That's so true.
Now we just have to tell everyone around the world.
Owl concert. Do a test.
Show my friend Kashek to everyone in town wearing a salmon suit.
I need to talk to Doric at some point. Does that count?
Will it
Yes.
make you feel happy to do that?
I'm already feeling happy.
We're explaining ascension to someone who's already there. Why am I doing this?
Also, to be fair, you're asking about Dwarrick.
Huh?
I'm always happy around Dwarrick.
I do miss him.
There is one person I can count on to be in a worse mood than I am.
No, that's...
Oh, I miss him.
Why do you think I spend so much time around?
He's a helpful benchmark by which to measure any aspect of your life. Except killing monsters, he'll beat you there. Everything else, you're more realized than he is. And also stew.
Do you think he'd like it if we brought him some really exotic
I
stews?
think he'd...
He would not eat them. People have tried.
Are you people? Kashek, you don't blink very much. It's exciting.
I'm tired of people blinking all the time. You? Dry eyes, motherfucker. Hell yeah.
I like you, old feathery bastard.
Nictating membrane? I'll take that, please.
Good to drive, am I?
Anyway.
What were you saying?
Something a little out of character.
We'll be planning to go to Barovia, and we will certainly spend some time with Dwarrick.
Absolutely.
Oh, you don't need to do that.
You know,
We
I kind
want
of...
to do that.
I do want to see him. I miss him.
I
That
need
is
to do that.
surprising.
It's been a long time since we've seen him.
I think my annoying people skills have gotten slightly better, and thinking back on it, I owe him for a lot of things.
I believe this.
Ratatalk, what is your favourite song to play?
My favorite song?
Mm-hmm.
This is an excellent question. I think my favorite would be the Sonata of the Sky Serpent. It tells of the founding of our great and glorious race.
I, for one, would love to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
It will also teleport you to the entrance of the temple.
Why didn't you mention that earlier?
If I look into Ratatalk's eyes,
You gotta get there while his tongue isn't there.
if I look into Ratatalk's free eye,
Uh-huh.
do I see any of that same gravity? That no. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
Empty.
Empty.
There's nothing through there.
Head empty.
No brain.
No thoughts. Full heart.
Favorite thing in a man.
That's
Tight
all.
drums.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Robin and Maddie, you just did the same exact thing.
subscribe to our Patreon tier and we'll make that face at you, I guess. But
Yeah, subscribe to our Patreon tier. We can get enough money to have a camera, and then you can watch us.
Yeah, we're really pretty.
if you're into that.
I wore my tittiest shirt just for the
You really
occasion
did.
today.
Oh,
Not to objectify my best friend, but
That's the face we just made at Trevor, actually.
I make watch our Monster Man.
Yeah, you
watch
love
our
that.
Smasher passes to see me make that face a
I
lot.
know that face.
Alright, anything else anybody is interested in?
Not till morning. But I think a long rest is
Yes.
Well,
Liver pancakes for everybody.
unless we get exploded in the night.
I'm gonna take some time and I'm gonna think some thoughts. Those thoughts are gonna be about my family, about my sister. Who I miss very much. And I think about how if and when the time comes that we have to face him, her, and things for her have not gone quite the way I hope they would have if we have to fight her. I wish that I would be strong enough to do what I have to do, but I know deep down that I'm not. And I won't be. Because I think she's learned enough about herself now that she knows that about herself. And while I think this and other thoughts, I sit close to Hieros, of course. But I don't. I give him a little bit of space. I don't initiate any touch or anything, just because. Yeah.
You feel that necklace, or that earring, sorry, snapped to the back of your neck as late into the night you sit next to Hieros, and perhaps after a time feel him slip into an uneasy, restless sleep. Or at least he's pretending to be so. Who could say? But you feel that earring snap to your the back of your neck, white hot. If I were the kind to give commendations, which I'm not, you understand, I would wager that you're underestimating yourself, little flower. Not prepared, not ready, not strong enough. For what? For what, I challenge you?
Not to hurt her.
People surprise themselves with what they're capable of, under the right circumstances and for the right reasons. Think of all you've done. Killed a vampire lord, vampire god, or at least put him back in his box. Killed a purple worm, united a republic, cured a god of a hell of a hangover. I think you're selling yourself short.
What makes you say that?
You know, I get requests, let's call them, all the time. People want so many things, you know. Oh, please, if only the barmaid would love me. Oh, if only I could get that promotion at the mill. Oh, if only I could have a bit more wealth, I would be on easy street. Then people ask for things all the time. Selfish, brutish, pitiful. Someone asked me to bring you back. And I thought about it. That in itself is quite a wonder. I did it for a reason, little flower.
Yeah. Do you know who that someone was?
Oh, I do. It was many someones, actually. I know the two Fey sisters spoke the words, but it was more than that. The hearts of your companions sang. The hopes of a land sang. How could I ignore that? It's just too delicious.
That's precisely what I'm saying. She was one of the ones who brought me back.
You may just have the opportunity to return in kind, little flower. Wouldn't that be nice?
Hope so.
Just a bit of advice. I don't mean to nanny you. But be careful of the things you say. You're listening to yourself. And you have a mighty hold. Also, I'm banging around in here, so I have to pay attention to all of it too. So, for my sake, if nothing else, take ownership of how much gravity you have. The world turns around you, little flower.
So I've heard. I wish I knew exactly what that meant.
Well, in the face of destiny, none of us can read the writing on the wall clearly. That's not our job. Our job is just to accept that there's writing there at all. There isn't for everyone. Think on what I've said. Oh, and get on that wedding also. I'm a patient man, of course, but you understand.
I'm not going to hurry them. They've set a date.
I don't ask you to. I'm just too excited to sleep, is all.
Is that something you normally do? Sleep.
On occasion.
Hmm.
If I'm really worn out.
From what? You know what? Don't answer that.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, he already just said that he's been like banging around in your head. You know he's been reading A Game of Light and Shadow over your shoulder.
Don't you have better things to do?
He's like, no.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. This is the best show in town, little flower. Think on what I said. The earring pops off of your neck, and you are again left in silence.
Okay.
Go to sleep. Anything else for the eve?
No.
Okay. Outside.
Oh, fuck.
You are shaken awake by a voice ringing through the dark hallways outside your cell.
Bring her to me!
Freya comes to your door. The door opens and she bends down, placing a hand, a gentle hand on your back, and speaks softly in your ear. At this point, you've been in hell. You're starting to forget. You can't quite picture the shade of blue the sky is anymore. You can't remember the taste of bread. You know? The only memory of smells that you can conjure to mind is the dank air of the tunnels and the burning furnaces that bellow deep in the caverns beyond. She puts a gentle hand on your back and whispers into your ear. He calls for you. I can stall. I can give you some time.
There's no point.
You're not strong enough.
If I don't go, he'll come for me and it'll be worse. Better to go.
I will be next to you the whole time. I promise. Let me help you. And she sort of like guides you up to stand, throwing an arm around her shoulders, and walks you down the...
My sister, stop it.
I like Freya. She's cool and interesting. Not a fan of what's happening here, though.
She walks you down the hallway to that sort of main sort of chamber with the rising sort of Colosseum walls, usually filled with black hooded figures standing at attention, but is empty now. Only Monacan remains, sat upon his massive throne. As you enter into the chamber, like anytime you approach him, you feel a shift in the air. It gets cold, and you start hearing whispers in your mind, nagging fears, hopes, dreams, and despair. Freya, as you enter into the chamber, she lets you take more of your own weight, standing on your own 2 feet. But she still kind of clasps your hand, lending support. And you approach the throne. And those eyes, those horrible eyes, now basically painted onto the back of your eyelids as you close your eyes to try to sleep, look down at you.
My lord,
I saw your father today, Alcyone. Willful as ever. And you know what I did?
I imagine you hurt him.
No. On the contrary, I tried to help him. I offered him the opportunity to save you. To rid you of this place. And he said, no. What do you think of that, Alcyone?
What does it matter? They're here now. He's far from here.
And yet, all who dwell above will become either servant or casualty when the reckoning comes. You know this.
He will serve you.
You can be so sure.
My father is strong, but he loves, as my friends do, but more. The love will likely be his undoing one day.
Yes. I have heard of such things. A trick. A reaction that compels animals to breed. I do not doubt that it is compelling to one of your kind, but ultimately, we you believe he could come to see the truth of our quest, of our movement.
I do not know. He has notions of being a hero. He's always loved the stories, the tales that we tell each other, tell ourselves. But for me, maybe.
This band of heroes of which you once belonged, your father, your previous compatriots, they cannot stop the tide, and yet they've proved themselves meddlesome nonetheless. I think perhaps, were they to join us, things could be expedited even further.
There would be none to attempt to stand against you then.
And so the question raises itself. Who should be the herald for their joining? Who should bring them the word? Have you thoughts on this, Alcyone? Freya squeezes your hand a little tighter.
Whatever your will, my lord. If you think me strong enough for this task, then I will undertake it.
My will is that you speak true now, Alcyone.
They will try to take me back.
Will you let them?
I cannot.
Good. Preparations must be made. You've done well, child. Your progress is encouraging. You shall be spared when the end comes. And not only spared, but have a place of glory. It is up to you now to bring those you choose along with you. Do you understand?
As you say, my lord.
Await my command. And Alcyone, I am proud of you.
I was a girl when I first heard your name. I never dreamed it would mean so much.
You were lucky to hear it so young, and you were ready for the truth when it came to you. You had a head start, and it has served you well. Go now. Not back to your cell. No. Go with Freya. You have earned as much.
But,
Come with me. And she leads you out of the main chamber. And through the winding corridors, up a flight of stairs, to a room with a huge sort of cylindrical, like obsidian door. And as you're walking, she is again taking a lot of your weight and whispering fervently in your ear. You've done so brilliantly, Alcyone. You've done so wonderfully. I'm so proud of you. You see, we are going to get through this together. You see now.
I know.
I'm so glad. I'm so pleased. You've done so well. And you arrive at this door, and she kind of swings it open. And inside, the dankness, the darkness, the misery dissipates. It is a comfortable room with a long table of delicious smelling food and drink. The ceiling above is lit by a sort of recreation of the cosmos spinning in place, casting warm light on your skin that seems to rejuvenate you even as you step into the room. Please, we should clean you up a bit.
get you something to eat. You've moved up a bit.
This is no trick. This is not a game, not a test.
No, Alcyone. This is a reward. You've done so well. I'm proud of you. I know it's not easy. I know. But this is the best thing we can do for them, for all of them up there.
I know.
Come. You've been through a lot, and you've earned some rest.
Rest, yes. Yeah.
Things will be easier from now on. I promise.
Thank you, Freya.
I believe you would do the same for me.
I would. We're sisters, after all.
Yes. Come, sister, let's get you back on your feet.
I'll go with her.
Close that down.
Yeah.
It's my fucking sister, you back off, bitch!
Where's fucking big one?
She's fuming, she's pissed.
She's so pissed.
She's
so pissed.
She's so
punching
mad.
everyone who walks in.
She's in the bathroom, like in the bathtub, like.
Harold, I can't. Shut the fuck up.
Fuck out of my face.
Oh, that's grand. Do we want to call it there? Did you want to do another?
I can do that at the start of our next.
What do we think? How do we feel? It's 10:15. What do we think?
I'll do
I'm
this
just
little.
thinking it's gonna be a while.
Sure, I'll do this little thing with Hieros then.
Great. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do
No,
it.
you're right. You're right. It is gonna be a little while.
Yeah, great. Okay, yeah. So then we travel back to the world above.
Bring it back.
Great. And you awake in the again in your guest chambers in the Ziggurat. The time is yours. Ratatok is sleeping on his drums. He's like snoring a little bit.
He's so cute!
He's very cute.
The time is yours.
Before anyone else is really moving too much, Hieros is gonna wake up. Just a fitful rest.
Mhm.
The night, not good.
Mhm.
Not good rest. Long rest, not a good rest.
Oh.
And I'm going to go outside and see where the dawn is, if it's breaking yet or if it's still dark outside, whatever the case is.
Yeah. So if you wake up, we'll say it's like daybreak. Like
Sure.
the sun isn't even quite up yet. The sky is sort of like a pinkish hue.
Mhm.
You know, as it just begins to break.
I will go to the point outside on like the sort of surrounding walkway of the Ziggurat where just yesterday I spoke with the priestess, and go to there and hopefully that aligns with where the sun's gonna rise.
You bet it does.
Oh yeah! Wow!
You bet it does.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and in fact, as it begins to crease up, it's still sort of it's filtering in through the trees above,
Yeah.
and as that just the first few glints of day break through the trees and hit that sort of spinning orb contraption on top of the Ziggurat, as the first rays touch it, it begins to spin a little faster and sort of glow effervescently and give a sort of warming aura which casts itself over the entire city and makes the surfaces of the golden building glimmer and glint like the surface of the water when the sun hits it, just shimmering and sparkling.
I'll sit there in my best approximation of a contemplative pose. And just sort of close my eyes and just speak out into the dawn air. Just the two of you who raised me from death. gave me purpose once again. I fear that I do not have the strength enough alone to fight these battles that need to be fought. I know, Argenvosh, you are gone from this world, and Alumine, you are wherever you are. But I hope that you two hear me, and whatever spark you lit within me, I need your help going forward. I have strength. Strength will not be enough. I will do whatever must be done. You have given so much to me already, and so I will not ask a boon of you any further. I simply ask for your strength, for your guidance. And that you keep my little girl safe. We have faced great things. I have seen so much I never could have imagined. And if I am to have a place in those stories, I do not seek it, but I must earn it.
The wind howls, shaking the canopy of trees covering the city. And as it does so, it causes light and shadow to dance and intermingle across the surfaces of the buildings, creating various shapes that move, undulate, and reform with the turning of the leaves. And for a moment, just a moment, Hieros, the shadows come together to form the outline of what looks like a dragon's head rearing back. And it's golden and glittering in their moment as the sunlight dapples across the golden surface of the buildings. And then as soon as it comes, it's gone.
Thank you. Thank you. We are not alone, I know. We faced such darkness yesterday, I saw. It is good to know we are not alone. She is never alone. I don't know how to pray.
You're doing a great job.
You know, I don't know why I ever expect anything else, Clark.
Oh, I just wanted to make sure you were safe.
You've done admirably.
Thanks.
Do you keep any gods, Clark?
No, I figured, if there are gods out there, they got bigger stuff to worry about than old Clark. But it's nice to think that maybe someone cares about you. Or at least about the world you live in.
It is nice. Clark, we're going to... I don't want to, I know I cannot frighten you, but we're going to face quite the dangers going forward. We faced some already, but the goal is for everyone to get home safe, but that is the goal. You understand?
Well, that's kind of like, just living, ain't it?
Couldn't put it better myself. Let's get some food, yes?
Oh, yeah, that little guy, you know, he's quite the chef.
He does, flay a mean liver.
There are choice livers, I gotta say. I haven't had a lot of livers in my time, but these ones are the best.
Let's go, Clark. It's breakfast time.
Okay, Hieros.
Lead him back inside.
Grand! What? What are you...
We had an idea.
The girls are passing notes.
It's content ideas.
Oh, okay,
you gave
okay,
me an
okay.
idea, and I didn't want to say it while you guys were having an emotionally
We're
stirring
not sacrificing
conversation.
Clark.
I'm not sacrificing.
He can't be! It's gonna.
That feels like a place, yes?
Yeah.
Great. Thanks, everybody. That was great.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
That was great.
Delish.
Thanks for joining us on this verse of The Last Song of Arcadia. It featured Ian Agnew as Hieros, Madison Cadulo as Seren, Freddie Nietzsche as Kashek, Robin Fender as Suri, and Trevor Fail as the Dungeon Master. Crit Out of Luck is brought to you with help from our Patreon supporters. If you had fun listening today, you can also support us at patreon.com/critoutofluck. Stay cool.